Is this dog above water, below water? In this video, I'll talk about Midjourney and how I created this dog by changing settings. My name is Palle and this is Sigi AI. So I'll be going through settings, a few things with how to create a more advanced prompt. Then I'll show you how to change the aspect ratios if the image needs to be this way or that way. I'll show you how to add chaos to your images, and then I'll talk a little bit about the different quality levels of the images. So we'll start inside Midjourney. I have another video. There's a link to it in the description if you want to learn how to get started on Midjourney and learning the basic things. This is a little bit more advanced. So here I'll go start a private chat with the Midjourney bot inside Midjourney. So it's private, so they can't see what I'm doing. Shh. So here I'll go to messages and then I'll start a private chat. Then down below I'll write slash and then settings. Then when I do that, there will be a prompt down here where we have different options that we can change. So what I'm going to change here is that I'm going to change the Midjourney version to version 5. As standard, it's version 4. Then I changed the quality of the images to high quality. I changed the style to very high, and then down here, I still have the public mode. I know I'm not creating anything people are not allowed to see. The important thing down here is to turn on the remix mode. It's here you can change the fast and the relax mode if you want to save some of the hours you have. Yeah, so let's get started with the prompt formula. So when you want to create a prompt, that's what generates everything we want to make using the Midjourney AI or any AI for that matter. Then if we give it a basic prompt, so you see here, I'm just asking for Thai food. Then we have some weird letters after the Thai food. So that was created by the settings. So V5 means that now it's using the Midjourney V5. The Q2 is because I want the high quality, and the 750 after the S means that I have more details in my images. So with this prompt, I get an image like this. This image is pretty good and I can like show it around on Facebook. Anyways, it's not that special, right? So everybody can create that by typing Thai food. So how do we make something that's unique? So to make it unique, we need to be more specific. So for example, here's a more specific, more unique prompt. So I put in Thomas the Train with cilantro, lime weeks, leaf wedges, red Thai chili peppers, garlic, rustic product food, photography. And then we get these 4 images. So this is definitely unique. And that's what we do with the prompt. So the prompt we use to create more unique content by being more specific. So input equals output. If we want to change the aspect ratio, the size of this image, then we can change it into different aspect ratios. So we have 4:5, 2:3, 4:7, 1:1, 5:4, 3:2, 7:4, and 69, 16:10, depends on what you want. So if we want to change that, and we have the Thomas the Train I created before, then we go down to make variations. And then we click that one. That gives us this remix prompt. So that's why in the settings in the beginning of the video, we turned on the remix. So that means now we can go and change things there. So on the left, we have the old prompt. Now I'm creating a new prompt where I put AR small letters with the 2 and 4:7. And then I click send. And then the image format changes to 4:7. So now I have an image that looks like that. And I was like, oh, it wasn't for my Facebook feed. I needed it for my YouTube. Okay, then you just go and you just change it to 7:4 instead. And then we get an image like that. So here we have 2 examples. So we have the 7:4 on the left, the 4:7 on the right. So that's a little bit confusing. So let's create a little bit more chaos in this video. So chaos function inside Midjourney. So what is that? So when I ask a question, then I usually expect the AI to do what I ask. So if I, like on the left here, ask for a dog swimming underwater, I kind of expect it to create images of a dog swimming underwater. Then what I can do is that I can add chaos between 0 and 100, where 100 is a lot of chaos. When I add 100 in chaos, so it's called like the 2, see 100, then I get more random outputs from the AI. There's more variation. So you see here that before, when I said dog swimming underwater without chaos, I got like 4 dogs that are, 3 of them are at least underwater. The 4th one I think is underwater too. And when I added chaos, I got 2 dogs, maybe 1 that's underwater, and 2 dogs that are not underwater. So when we add chaos, then we create more randomness. So that's how I created the image in the beginning of the video of the dog that's like above and below water. So next step here is that we'll talk about the quality of the images. So depending on which version we're using of the Midjourney, I usually just use the version 5, then we can change the quality to something between 0.25 and 1. So the quality 2 is only if we use version 3 or lower. So let's look at the dog. So the dog here, you can see I put the Q2. So Q1 is the highest one with the Midjourney 5, so it just puts it down at 1. So let's try and take this image and then lower the quality. So what happens when we lower the quality of the image? So we have the high quality on the left, the lower quality on the right. Then you will see that there are some changes to the background. So the background is not as detailed as before. The paws of the dog is less detailed. The skin, fur of the dog in its face has less features. So if we're creating things that are alive, then we might want more details. If we're creating flags like here, I don't think it matters. Then we could use the lower quality. So the higher quality uses our time to process. It's more expensive to create like the higher quality. It takes more of our fast hours. If we're creating something unique, so in the first video I made about Midjourney, I was talking about using these very specific things to create these kind of cool images. So the main difference when we use the lower quality and higher quality is that the images are different. So it's a thing we need to play with too, that we don't get the same kind of image if we use low quality as if we use high quality. So with high quality we get an image with a lot of details everywhere. With the lower quality, then we get an image with like not as many things going on in the image, and as you can see here, it's not as detailed. So it's a little bit not sharp. So the thing we can do now with the remix function is that we can actually go in and increase the quality of the image. So what happens there is that now you can see it got a lot sharper. So especially in the middle, there's a lot of detail now in this image, whereas before it was like a little bit vague. And it still creates like an option, because I kind of like this image here. So that I think that's pretty cool, right? Compared to like, I don't really know what's going on here, right? So sometimes it's better to maybe create a lower quality image and then raise the quality instead of creating a too detailed image to begin with. So we instead create a base for what we are doing, especially like people, persons, live things. There it will make a huge difference. So here I'll make a comparison between the lower quality and the higher quality. So let's look at the higher quality. So I have 4 Q1 persons here. So she kind of looks real, right? If we look at, for example, 4 examples of women I created using the same prompt with the lower quality, then we'll see here that one of them she's actually missing, and the 2 top ones, there's something with the light. So they don't really look that good. If we put them side by side, you can see that on the left there's a lot of details in the clothes, the wood has some details, the hair has more details, there's like a little bit more features, and the lighting is a lot better compared to the lower quality pictures on the right. Again, if we put 2 of them together, we can see it more closely. So the girl on the right side with the high quality has more features in her face, a lot more details in her clothes and her dress, and the bench behind her has more details. The girl on the left with the lower details, there's not so much going on. What do you think? Is it better with Q1? Then give the video a like. There will be a new video, the next in this series up here, on how you can make a helicopter. So if you want to watch that, then go watch that one next. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. day.